It's our weekly roundup of looking at the top 10 stocks on Wall Street Bets and seeing just how good or terrible these are. And a lot of these are actually really, really bad. So I'm going to give you a professional investor's viewpoint on these 10 stocks, including Microsoft, Nvidia, gold and silver, Dow, Open Door, Amazon, and others. So strap in. Let's get going. I'm going to set a 10-minute timer. I want to hustle through this with you. So let's start at the top with the S&P 500. This is the most important thing that we can look at every single week because all stocks have 40% of their move due to the market, 30% of their move due to the sector, and only 30% due to the stock itself. So looking at this, we can see the market is in a bearish trend. We establish a trend by looking at three key moving averages, the 10 EMA, 20 EMA, and 50 EMA. Now on Friday, after the tariff news, it looks like prices are starting to come back up, but we see the 10 is under the 20. Price did just rocket back over the 50. So really, we're actually not in a bearish trend as of Friday afternoon. We're in a sideways trend. And we have been in a sideways market since October. Maybe, just maybe, we'll finally break out of this area. But you got to look at this order block right here. This is an area of trapped buyers. And because of this, every time price comes up into here, it's getting monkey hammered back down. Buyers are going to have to overwhelm the sellers and get through this area. So that's taking a look at the trend of the market. The signal of the market, we're still sitting on a sell signal, which definitely would keep you out of this chop. It's been really frustrating for a lot of people. And then market breadth, let's take a look at this. We're actually getting more and more sell signals, less and less buy signals. So the green line represents the percentage of stocks that have a buy signal versus the percentage of stocks with the sell signal. And so looking at this, we can actually see more sell signals than buy signals happening. So let's take a look at the first stock on here, Microsoft. So looking at Microsoft, we can see that the sell signal came through on November 5th, and I already measured it out on the chart, and it's brutal. This is a brutal move on Microsoft. Look at this. It's down 23%. Microsoft is one of those stocks that you just think you can buy, set it, and forget. It's not the case these days. Microsoft is in the midst of a big, nasty, scary stage 4 downtrend. What is the stage 4 downtrend, Chris? Stage 1 is consolidation. Stage 2 is a big, beautiful uptrend where everybody feels like a genius in a bull market. Stage 3 is when the moving averages are crossing over, telling you something's not right. Stage 4 is the big, scary, nasty decline. That's exactly where we are. Stage 1, 2, 3, and 4 on Microsoft. And you're going to see this multiple times today. So now that you know what the market cycle is, you'll be able to identify this. Stage 1, 2, 3, the moving average is crossing over. 4. Remember, the trend template is always telling you the direction of the market. Can't tell you magnitude, can't tell you duration, but it will absolutely tell you with mathematical certainty the direction of the market. Sometimes you make a buck or lose a buck, but you make sure that you get out of the way when things like this happen. And of course, for 82 cents a day, when you get outlier, you would have saved 23% in your portfolio. I don't know. I feel like that was a good trade-off right there. So Microsoft is one that I absolutely would not be buying at this point. However, if it finds its bottom, if the trend reverses, maybe, just maybe. Let's go next to Nvidia. This is in the tech sector. And the tech sector, the fear and greed actually came up a little bit. We're looking slightly more greedy. The breadth on here, though, we're getting more downtrends. That's what that red line represents. And getting less uptrends. And that's why we don't see green bars right there. Green and red means more uptrends, less downtrends. And still bearish breadth crossed over there on versus buy and sell signals. The trend of Nvidia is up at the moment with the sell signal. The fear and greed is moving in your direction. And it's really fighting in this area. It's been drifting sideways for months now, And it does have this order block in your way. So if it crosses over 192.50, that would be an opportunity. That's where I would start getting excited about Nvidia, but not just yet. Not just yet. Because remember, these trapped buyers are going to turn into very liquid sellers, which is exactly what happened just a couple of weeks ago. Let's move on to the next one here. Silver, right? We can't talk about silver without gold. So we're going to take a look at that too. Right, silver went on this huge run, absolutely monster run. In fact, I got to zoom out a little bit to see where that buy signal came through. Right here, that buy signal came through on November 11th, ran like crazy, sell signal came, and it's still sitting on that sell signal. So if we look at the silver chart, we can actually see this big move, this buy and sell signal. Even though it didn't get you out the very top, still would have got you a 73% gain. That's bonkers. And then right now, it could be turning around. It could have found a bottom right here. So to keep your eye on silver, keep your eye on silver, but not ready to pull the trigger just yet because we are still getting more fearful on silver. We are still getting more fearful on silver. What about gold? Gold, that buy signal, that sell signal. Gold didn't have quite the move that silver did. Let's go take a look at gold over here. All right, that buy to sell signal was a 20% gain on gold. And if you think about gold being a 20% gain, that's kind of bonkers. But looking at this right now, we did just get a fresh buy signal as of Friday. A fresh buy signal as of Friday. So if you're a gold bug, or if you're looking to find a inflation hedge, or a safe haven hedge, or anything like that, gold may be the place for you. Gold may be the place for you. So take a look at gold if this is right for you. Now, DTE. The stock was actually one of the best ones we looked at last week. This is still on the list right here, DTE Energy. Still one of the best ones we looked at last week, and still looking great as well. The utility sector, looking great. The stock is also looking great. Again, you don't have the market so much in your favor. When all these are set up, I call that the slingshot. When all of them are green, I call them the slingshot. We don't have the slingshot just yet, but it is looking pretty good. Let's go over here to DTE's chart. Oh yeah, look at that. So as of right now, since the buy signal, it's up about, let's call it 8% or so far. So it's a good start for DTE Energy. How about the next one, Dow? Now, I'm assuming people were looking up Dow Chemical and not like the Dow Jones, but that's what I see right here on this Wall Street Bets report. So looking at this, actually kind of peaked up and came back down sideways. You might have made a buck or lose a buck, but it is sitting on a sell signal right now. It is definitely losing its greed, So if you're one of the people on Wall Street Bets trying to time when to get in or out of Dow, I don't know, dude. I don't know if this is the right one. We've got a lot of better opportunities out there, and this doesn't look like the best one to me. What about Open Door? By the way, we're killing on time. We still got 3 minutes to go. Open Door. This one got a lot of attention today. Another meme stock type of move. In fact, how much of a move was that from the close yesterday to today? That was how big? That was at one point over 20% move up. Not really the case right now. It's been moving down over 20% since that sell signal came through, right? And all of this is done automatically within Outlier. It's just 82 cents a day, and you'll be able to get those buy and sell signals. So you'll know when to get out of the way as much as you'll know when to get in. I don't want you to miss out on that. Again, just 82 cents a day for the Outlier annual pass. Amazon, dude, with as much money as my wife spends on Amazon, you would think that this is going to the moon, but it ain't. In fact, it's going down hard and fast. That sell signal came through on January 22nd. It's not looking good at all. Like, look how fearful this is getting, how fast, right? Looking over at Amazon here, we can see since that sell-off, even with this big possible bottom starting to form right here, still down 10%, still down 10%. How about Coinbase? Now, a lot of people I heard were flocking into Bitcoin or crypto stocks. Let's take a look at those, right? Not looking so good at all. In fact, Coinbase has been sitting on a sell signal since Halloween last year. It is moving down hard and fast. And it may have bottomed on the fear and greed, and it's coming back up. But dude, that is one big, nasty, scary downtrend. In fact, let's see just how far down that's gone. Coinbase is down 50%. Your investment's down 50%. If you're holding Coinbase, you're down 50% since the sell signal came through, right? So you can spend hours looking at charts and fundamentals and everything, or you can just use the outlier buy and sell signals. It saves you that much time. All right, MicroStrategy. Now, this has really been trending down since July 29th. If we go look at MicroStrategy, MSTR, where is that? Here it is. It has been trending down since July 29th, day after day after day. It's down 67%. So it's lost 2/3 of its value since it started in this downtrend way back when. Now you can see there have been a couple buy signals if you were to cover your shorts. I like to say if you were going to go short, you go short in a downtrend with the sell signal. If you see a buy on here, it's not a buy to go long, it's a buy to cover your shorts. And again, it really just set up time after time after time after time, getting worse and worse and worse with those sell signals, down 67%. And keep in mind, the way that math works is it needs a 200% gain to get back to break even from that point. Really scary. What about Robinhood? Robinhood has got to be, it's not on the list over here, but I want to show you Robinhood. Robinhood, surely this is something good, right? Nope. It's been sitting on sell signals since December. It's been going down hard and fast, just like so many of these other stocks we're looking at. That's the market cycle right there, folks. Big, scary stage 4 decline. Outlier would have got you out of the way in December, and you would have missed out on only 40% of your account being evaporated. Only 40% of your account. And of course, we can't talk about Robinhood without talking about the greatest stock in the history of mankind, SoFi, the future of finance, bro. SoFi, bro's got really quiet lately as it's gone down 30% since the sell signal in Outlier, since the sell signal right here on December 9th in Outlier. So listen, the goal of these videos is to show you, you don't have to be invested in the market all the time. We got 30 seconds to go. Nicely done. You don't have to be invested in the market all the time. In fact, what I'm doing right now is sitting in cash and not effing up my portfolio. Because of that, I don't have market risk. And when the market is weak, like it's been a choppy sideways market, and a lot of these stocks are getting absolutely monkey hammered. I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to grab Outlier. It's 82 cents a day. And if you're ready to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, click one of these two videos. We'll talk soon.